Justin Schawl is with us this morning for our monthly visit, and he's presented, of course, by Marcus & Mack, voted best law firm and best personal injury lawyer 3 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. You can visit them online at marcusandmack.com. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
It's good to have you with us here today. We get to this time of the year, and we look so forward to summertime and all of the festivals and events, and it is certainly a call for safety. And one of the things as kids get closer and closer to summer vacation that we think about is possible abductions, which, those don't happen a lot, but they have happened. And everybody needs to be vigilant and watchful. And it seems like every year we get one or two reports of a child who has been approached by someone on the street. I think parents do a great job of letting them know the dangers of responding to a stranger, but everybody has to keep their eyes open.
Yeah, all that's very fair for sure. We want to make sure that everyone in our community, especially our youngest and most vulnerable in our community, are always safe. So, speaking on a topic of stranger danger, or our students, unfortunately, in Indiana Borough, we don't have high instances of students being approached, but we can't avoid that. And we do have instances where our students are approached. So we need to just continue to talk about vigilance, continue to talk about reporting suspicious activity, continue to talk about how we can plug in for each other. You mentioned special event season. The weather's going to break. We're going to have lots of folks walking around downtown on top of traffic and pedestrian safety. We have the physical safety element of criminal activity and those that have negative intent. So it's all important. It's all extremely important, and we need to unpack, and we should unpack all of it so that we can keep Indiana residents and visitors as safe as possible.
Yeah. One of the great things about this season, though, is that we see borough police and they can get out of their car and they can walk around a little bit. Even once in a while you'll see a bicycle going up and down the street. It's good that they're able to get out and to walk, and that visibility is a pretty important thing.
It's extremely important. We try to be omnipresent, so we want to leave the impression with everyone that we are everywhere. Even though the reality is we can't be everywhere at the same time, we want that perception for everyone traveling through to believe that we're everywhere at all times. But when the weather breaks, it's a nice opportunity for us to get out on foot. Not that we're not out on foot when there's snow or cold temperatures, but it's a lot easier and we're a lot more accessible when weather's nice. So that is part of our strategy. Part of our community safety strategy is to build positive relationships, which are oftentimes difficult to do when you're driving in a car and not able to connect with anyone. But we want to visit our business district. We want to make sure that both our business owners and the visitors to our business know that they're cared for, that we know that they're there, that we're watching over them. And of course, the bicycle patrol plugs in nicely. We have to be delicate with the times that we put out a bicycle patrol because certainly we can't have more bicycles than police cars out on the road. But when time does allow and during special event occasions, the bicycle is a great opportunity for us to get places quickly, but for us to also be out in public. So we plug in with the bicycle community, we plug in with the pedestrian community, we plug in with our motoring public, we plug in with our partners. We just want to be present, and we want to bring positive value to everyone's life. And I think we do a really good job of that. And the nice weather and the special events are going to give us a reason to do that even more. Yep.
Well, that'll be an exciting thing for the summertime. People need to watch their wallets and scammers and things of that nature. They're always evident. I think sometimes when we think of borough police, I've said this before to you, we think of borough police, we tend to zero in on the Philadelphia Street corridor. But there are a lot of neighborhoods, and somebody can show up in a neighborhood knocking on a door, and we have to be really careful about letting people into our houses. People will do the utility scam. They'll do all kinds of different things to get into your house, the distraction scams, all of those things. We have to be really watchful.
We do. We have to watch out for ourselves. We have to watch out for each other. Again, we talked about vulnerable populations earlier. And we have to watch out for them. We talk a lot about Philadelphia Street because Philadelphia Street is widely considered, I believe, Indiana County's downtown district because we're the county seat, because we have, commerce here that everyone takes special note of Philadelphia Street. But to your point, Indiana Borough is a more vibrant area than Philadelphia Street. We do have great neighborhoods. We have lots of children that play in other neighborhoods. We have businesses that don't sit directly on Philadelphia Street. So we're caring for the entire community, even though we talk a lot about Philadelphia Street because it's, largely the most traveled corridor, the most well-known corridor through Indiana Borough. But it's all important. And, when you speak of folks coming to scam, there are always people out there with negative intent. And, we're just as trying to plug in with our partners as best we can. I heard District Attorney Manzi on the radio earlier, and he talked about, his elder abuse seminar tomorrow. And, these are all things. We want to protect our elderly community. We want to do things that are proactive. I'm completely in support of his mindset of trying to be as proactive as possible. We know we can be reactive. We understand how that works. We can do a great job investigating things. We can hold criminals to account. But I think that the best possible outcome for Indiana County, for Indiana Borough, is to create a low crime atmosphere. And to create a low crime atmosphere, we have to be proactive in a lot of things that can keep people as safe as possible, knowing that there are always folks out there that are trying to harm or hurt someone.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you about traffic enforcement. When you were here last time, it was our first visit since we had the fatal accident out in front of the radio station. 2 people lost their lives there. Summertime traffic safety involves bicycles. It involves motorcycles. It involves young drivers who are getting out on the roadways really for the first time in their lives and being a part of that driving population. Traffic enforcement is A, about keeping people safe, but B, it's also about making people feel safe.
Yeah.
And I know that's a big emphasis for you.
Well, absolutely. I mean, we want to plug in every possible positive way. Traffic enforcement, it's vitally important because, as much as we can care for ourselves and we can be in control of our own vehicle, we're depending a lot, we're trusting a lot, we have to, on other motorists. So we want to be out there to make sure that we're reminding motorists that, they need to be safe, they need to drive safe, they need to slow down. Indiana Borough is a location of special events. We're going to have thousands and thousands of people with us all summer long on Philadelphia Street, the Philadelphia Street corridor, IRMC Park. Distractions are going to be high. We know this. So we need to be patient. We need to be, cognizant that there are young drivers out there. We need to be cognizant that not everyone is paying attention as they should be. So enforcement plugs into that because we want to be making sure that we're stopping all these motorists, that we're creating safe environments for everyone in town, that we're helping our special events be as safe as possible. There's going to be plenty of detour routes in the summer temporarily just because of either road work or because of, again, our special event schedule that we have. It's going to start here rather quickly with the West Sylvania Jazz Festival. The police department's hosting a police memorial service for Indiana County later on this month, May 15th. So we're going to have a few roads temporarily closed down. We're going to work with our partners. We're just going to continue to talk about being patient, driving safely. We're going to make the stops that we need to make. We're going to make the community as safe an atmosphere as possible for everyone to join us because that's how everyone thrives, and that's how we want to plug in.
Yeah, absolutely. Indiana Borough Police Chief Justin Schawl with us this morning. So what's going on with the police department at the moment as you get to this time of the year? Are there certain things that you are hoping to accomplish in terms of training, in terms of just working with folks, getting AXO out there onto the street for folks to meet?
So we want to get our IUP student residents home safely. We want to get our high school students through prom safely. We want to get our high school students through their graduation safely. We want to close down the school year in the most positive way possible. Then we want to engage with our public. We want to be out on foot more. We want to be out on bicycle more. We're going to support all of our special events, the ones that we know about, and the gatherings that have popped up that don't always require a special event permit or contact with the police. We have to be vigilant for those. Those create their own challenges in town, and regardless of whether they're lawful, they create public safety needs, and so we need to be plugged in with all of our partners in that regard. But we're hoping for a positive start to the summer. We're going to be vigilant for everyone. You can count on us. Our response times are going to be immediate to every emergency, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to get everyone through the summer as safe and as peaceful and comfortable as possible.
Yeah. You partner as well with agencies, yes, but you really, when you get down to it, you're a partner with the residents of the town. Citizens can be a big part of the law enforcement category here in Indiana Borough.
Without question, we are all better when we work together. It is when we aren't in relationship with each other in a positive way where I feel that we start to create negative and dangerous situations for each other. So we need everyone in the community to plug in for us. And you have my commitment. We're plugged in for everyone in our community. And so that's our path to safety, building positive relationships between the community and the police department, building positive relationships between community members, truly embracing a mindset of community forward approach to our police service effort. We understand that we can be reactive. We understand that we're going to make arrests. We understand that we're not always going to be perhaps the most popular with everyone. But at the end of the day, we want to create a situation where you can trust us. You know that we care about you and that we are constantly plugged in for you 24/7, 365. And we're doing that by being plugged in with our agency partners as well as our community partners. And when we're all working together, when we're all walking in the same direction, when we're all as committed to each other's safety as we could possibly be, then we create an environment where there is something special. And I've always felt that Indiana Borough does have something special, and I'm always honored to be a part of that process.
911 is the most important number to remember, isn't it?
That's right. That's right.
That's how you get to Indiana Borough Police 24 hours a day. If you're needed, you're happy to be there.
Absolutely.
Well, we thank you for coming across the street, visiting with us here today. Appreciate that.
I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
Indiana Borough Police Chief Justin Schawl with us this morning. It is Indiana in the Morning on WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. Fox News is coming up next, top of the hour. Josh Widdison from the WCCS newsroom right after that. As we enter into our 9 o'clock hour here, it's Indiana in the Morning on WCCS.
Preps United in Indiana is looking